It's the salted resistor. It's the burn in the liquor. In the heart of the drifter is a sting, is a splinter. There's a piece that I dream of, settles into a sweet hum. It is there for everyone, for all time, for a reason. We go down to the river where the saint or sinner.
Welcome back to another episode. Hey, Roadtrip Australia is kicking some real goals for us, and a quick one from all us before we head into this next episode is just a massive thank you for all your questions, comments and feedback on the last 13 episodes. Hey?
I know, you guys have been super supportive and we always take all your feedback on board, so thank you so much.
Yeah, so what's going to happen, all the questions and comments you get or we get from you guys, they'll be included in the upcoming episodes. So we've started putting them into the content, so you'll see them start to filter through in the next few episodes, answering all your questions. So let's get into it. Karratha Port Hedland, hope you enjoy it. We'll see you again at the end.
We've all got ties to the giver.
Yeah, well, this one will be just me because old love here's asleep by the look of it. Anyway, about 20 k's north of Karratha, you'll take a turn off called Cleaverville Road, and it takes you down to a low-cost camp on the beach called Cleaverville Beach. I'll put in the details here of the Wikicamps info, and then you turn off the road and it's about 13 k's off the highway down, and it turns into a gravel road. I'll show you a bit of footage of it, but it's all pretty well maintained. And away we go. Down here, we've stayed here before a couple of years ago. We actually got our caravan bloody bogged in the sand on the top of this hill. Took a bit of an effort to get it out, a few max tracks and whatever else, but anyway, we'll try and do that again. But it's a really good spot. Gonna wake up? Gonna wake up? Wake her up, kids. It's hopeless. Righto, here we go at Cleaverville. We've been up to see the caretaker and he's not there. So there's just a sign on the door that says, go and find a spot and we'll find you later. So hopefully he doesn't find us and we don't have to pay. But anyway, it's pretty busy. I didn't think it'd be this busy, babe.
It's ridiculously busy.
Yeah, so there's lots of, last time we were here, we camped up on top of the hill there. There's someone there. There's this little spot down here, absolute waterfront, and it's a bit sketchy with a van on, so I think that's why we'll probably get it to ourselves. But anyway, we'll get down here, four-wheel drive, and then when the tide comes up, it'll be pretty much lapping at the wheels of our van, I reckon. Look at this. Phew. Pretty nice with that cliff there. That's a pretty nice spot.
Hang on, where are we going exactly?
Cleaverville.
No.
I'm just here.
Oh, I thought you were going to drive onto the beach.
No, I'm not driving onto the beach.
Oh.
No, I'm just going to pull up there.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. This might take a bit of effort to get us nice and level, but check it. Look at this. Literally on the beach. Oh yeah, the fan's fair on the piss. That's all right. A couple of rocks and a few ramps. We'll be laughing.
Okay, I'm just going to show you. My dad, he's going to climb up to the rocks here. He's just on the rocks. His wheels are next to him. He's going to drive over.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Got up. He's up and up.
So this is our campsite at Cleaverville. It's pretty nice, right? Apart, like there's a lot of rocks and some mangroves, and you know what comes with mangroves, don't you, dear?
Sandflies, and bloody lot of them.
So I don't know, they haven't seemed to be bothering me,
Oh.
but everyone else is getting eaten alive, so we're going to have to bail out of here this morning.
They're getting inside the caravan.
And it's starting to get a bit ridiculous. So anyway, I'll show you these. I don't know who, but these are fly screens, right? But they don't do squat for midgies. It's so annoying.
Plus ours is burnt.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a different story.
That's a whole lot.
But anyway, so if anyone's watching who designs caravans and screens, make some bloody midgie screens. We asked for them, and they reckon the blokes at Willow's reckon that they no one actually designs any with a smaller mesh than this. And anyway, it don't freaking work. If midgies get straight in, I'll walk out here and give you a look at the campsite anyway. But you can see them. I can see them buzzing around. I don't know if you can. But yeah, anyway, I couldn't even sit out here last night and enjoy the fire. I had to watch it through the window. So that was pretty ordinary. But yeah, it's a good spot. This is Cleaverville. I showed you a bit of drone footage, and it goes up and over and a couple of k's along. There's a main campground up further where the caretaker is, but that's like it's like a caravan park. They all stack in there. But yeah, I don't know. If it was just me, I'd hang out here and go for a bit of an explore. Go for a snorkel or something. There'd have to be some fish out there. But today we're going to move on. We might struggle getting out of here. We got in alright, but now I sort of have to, well, if I try and go around the corner, I'm going to get hung up on rocks. And if I try and back up, I'm probably just going to dig in. But so that might be a bit of an adventure getting out. But we're going to go up to another place called Cossack, which apparently is like an old derelict town. But there's a free camp there called Settlers Beach. There's also another town called Point Sampson, which we might go through on the way because we need some air guard and some stuff for midgies. So anyway, we'll give you a look at that. Hey, on a side note, does anyone know anyone, or does anyone have a good mattress in their caravan? Far out, ours is becoming ridiculous, the standard mattress in it. So it's just sore, mate. You wake up like dead one side of your body and you've got to flip over and lay on the other side. Anyway, we got a quote in Karratha to get one made. That's $2,000. I think we're gonna have to do it because we're just, mate, you sleep half your life. So we're gonna live in a van for another few years. Might as well get a good one, eh? All right, let's try and get out of here. There we go, mate.
We made it out,
We didn't bother filming it because we just backed out. All I did was drop the tyres, low range, and we just reversed all the way back out.
Bit of manoeuvring.
Nothing too exciting.
Amazing navigational skills.
Did you say something at all?
I was on the radio to you.
I didn't hear you say anything.
Actually, that's kind of handy. Where is the radio? If we're far away, we look like Wallies, and Justin uses his radio in the car, and I can guide him back if we're a fair distance away instead of yelling and screaming at each other.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't always stop the yelling and screaming just because we've got the radio.
Yeah, just do it through the radio. It's brilliant.
Anyway, off we go. We're going to Cossack. We'll show you another spot. Giddy up. You. You gonna do you?
You.
Yes. It's about time. So there is a couple of good fishing spots around Port Sampson, well I reckon anyway. There's one out here called Sam's Creek. It's out here, the big industrial area over here with the port and the jetty and the loading area. What you got to do is drive down, and then at the end of the road you just take off up the bush track and go for a bit of a look. But it brings you to these little spots out here where not many people go. And look at that, that looks pretty fishy to me. So I'm going to go and have a crack. Yeah, third cast, mate. Bang on, straight on a nice little Trevor. Sort of stock plastic, the old slick rig, paddle tail. Yeah, got a good spot. Hopefully, I can get one about supersize this fella and get a big stonker out of there. That'd be good. Let's go again, mate. You can go home. So yeah, we've left Point Sampson. We're heading to Port Hedland, but we're going to detour on the way into Millstream National Park, and we're going to go to a place called
Karratha Port.
There you go.
So it's only 10 k's off the highway, but we were chatting to a family in Point Sampson last night who did a day trip out here, and she said this spot was beautiful. So we thought we'd check it out on the way to Port Hedland.
And stay here tonight, maybe. See how we go.
And then shoot into Port Hedland tomorrow.
But how far down here is it, Beck?
10 k's.
Oh, 10 k's.
Yeah.
Righto. That's not too bad. She's pretty rocky, but
At least it's like...
I think the only issue you'd have it if you went too fast. There's so many rocks on here that they all flick up behind you and damage stuff. They're no it's like this road. There's a road that runs from Karratha back to Karratha. I don't know what the road's called, but it's an old train line maintenance road or something.
No, isn't it a Rio Tinto road?
Oh, it might be too.
Yeah,
A
it's a
mining
Rio
road or
Tinto,
something.
yeah.
You need to get a permit from Rio to drive it. But the same people that told us about it. No, another
Literally.
people. Yeah, they smashed their back windscreen. Second person we've heard about it.
But
Done the
everyone
back
we
windscreen
hear-
on their 200 series on this road.
Yeah.
I reckon it's because there's so many rocks on there like this.
And they fly.
And yeah, it's not rough, it's just this, but people get hooking at like 100k an hour on it, and they're like little missiles. They just ping up everywhere, and if you've got a stone guard on the front of your caravan, they rebound it off it like a trampoline and smack into your windscreen and smash it. So anyway, we're not going to do that. We're just going to poke along here, maybe stay the night, and then we'll be back out towards Port Hedland. And we got a few deliveries to pick up, don't we, dear?
Always
The
got
most
parcels.
important one being some wine.
Yes, we have wine.
We have wine.
We have wine. We have kids. I bought all the kids new t-shirts because, believe it or not, up this top end in the dry season, they literally have no t-shirts or shorts. Not joking. There's no kids' clothes in Kmart, bloody Target, nowhere. So I've done a bit of a shop online. So getting that sent and a couple of stuff for the van.
Yeah.
Things, I should say.
Bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah. Good to go. Righto, let's go. We'll show you Karratha Port when we get there. Is that how I say it?
Karratha.
Karratha, there we go. Let's go.
It's calling you now. Wide-eyed, every color in bloom.
Oh, rightio. Check it, hey? Not a bad spot at all, mate. The old Karratha Pool, if I got that right, I can't remember. We pull up here, right on the banks of this little lagoon. Some gum trees around, hey? It's been cleared. I'd say it gets used fairly regularly. There's another 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 vans up there. It's a bit of a bugger. There's a cool rope swing down there, but there's 2 oldies parked right in front of it, so we won't be able to do that. But look at this. Pretty bloody nice, eh? Awesome day. Like, can you believe this is the middle of winter and it's like 35 degrees? Absolutely pearlous swimming weather. Now you reckon you can swim in here, no dramas, but the kids are too scared of crocodiles, which is, I don't know, you just never know where they're going to bloody be, but they shouldn't be this far down. We're only half an hour out of Point Sampson on the way into Millstream National Park, and that'll do, hey? I'm bloody loving it here. Pull up here for a night before we head into Hedland tomorrow. Got the new fire pit out, ready to go. Hey, she's been a beauty, this one. We've used it a couple of times. And it's so easy to set up. You just pull it out of its little canvas bag, slap him on the base plate, and then away you go. And once you get a few coals going, you can throw the cooktop on top, which just lives in that canvas bag. But anyway, I like it here. I'll take you inside and see what we're doing. What's going on in here?
Playing snap.
Oh, snapperoonie.
Jack's
Hey?
killing it.
Oh yeah? Who's winning?
Jacko.
Jacko. It's a pretty good spot here, babe. I'm glad we found out about this.
Really nice.
Look how many I've got. I think
Oh,
I'm
you did win. Look at that.
I'm gonna win.
Sunset, mate. What do you reckon about that, hey? Karratha Pool. Still, there is not a breath of wind.
It's bloody
Golden
amazing.
hour. Geez, you look alright in golden hour, mate. Huh? Must
Thank
be the
God.
lighting. Look at this. I've seen these at Woolies for ages, mate. They're like these slow cooked things that are in the fridge section. There's like lamb and beef, and there's even pork ones and chicken and that. But I grabbed this one, it's a beef brisket, and all you got to do is chuck it in the barbie and heat it up. And they're supposed to be mint, so it's already like slow cooked for 470 hours or something. So all you have to do is whack it in the microwave. We're just going to have it on some rolls with some
Coleslaw.
But anyway, this is what she turned out like. It looks alright actually. Super slow cooked, all falling apart.
Oh.
Hey, look at that. So, oh shit, it's hot. Anyway, this stuff comes in a bag. It's like a barbecue bourbon sauce. You're supposed to pour that over the meat and cut it all up. Hook into it. What do you reckon, babe?
I reckon it's going to be yum. I've got these Turkish rolls for Justin and I, and the kids have just got normal plain rolls. Poor buggers. So it should be yum. We're going to eat that around the campfire out there. Should be good. Looks alright.
Still alright. If you haven't got, 47 hours to slow cook a piece of brisket, you can do it in an hour on the barbie. So worth a try if you like that sort of stuff, eh? I think I'll go the ribs next time.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yes. Hey, sunrise. Check this out. This is beautiful. Coming up over the lagoon here. Spin this. What? How good is it? Hey? Best part of the day, mate. It's so damn good, especially when it's this quiet. Look at that, not a ripple on the water. Campsite's up here. Got the fire going again this morning. We're going to kick back. Keep thinking I'm going to see a crocodile down here. Anyway, kick back. I'll cook brekkie on the fire this morning. And then get some schoolwork done with the kids. We'll be out of here into Port Hedland. Got one problem. Gotta get the missus out of bed. Oh, and open the door, darling. I've got your brekkie for you. Look at this. Hey? I'm loving that new little fireplace, by the way.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Hey, to be able to cook on the...
Can I have some more?
Ooh-wee. Do you want some?
Can I have some bacon?
Oh, maybe. I might give you an egg, if you're lucky. Schoolwork this morning, eh?
Yep.
What are you up to there,
Smashing it
old
out.
bushman?
Jack and the beanstalk.
We're
Jack and
learning
the
about
beanstalk.
Jack and the beanstalk.
Looks for goods, eh?
It's
Mmm.
got to do this comic
And
strip.
I'm doing some cutting.
Not a bad setting for a bit of schoolwork, eh?
Lucky boy.
Look at this. We might get you one of those hats, Jack.
Yeah.
Man, you look like a real bushman. Eh? You love it, do you?
Yeah.
What's that tooth doing? Seriously? You look like a hillbilly.
That.
Is it gonna come out or what?
Last night I just pulled it and I could see blood up the top.
Oh yeah.
It didn't have blood flow anymore, so
I think we need to get you in a Cooper, mate. That looks bloody sick on you.
Mum won't let me.
Won't let you what?
She said it's too expensive.
Oh, they are a bit expensive. What if you just use Mum's?
Mm?
Yeah.
It won't fit me. One day
You
I'll
should
go.
get a big black texture and write Jack on it.
One day
Then
it'll
she
fit
won't
me.
want it
When I'm
anymore.
7 or 8, it'll fit me.
Oh, it fits you now, I reckon.
It keeps falling off, like
That's all right.
tipping.
Alright, so I found some handy storage gear that we've been using for a while. Thought I'd show you about it because I know after a few years of travel we've been struggling to find stuff that works, that's decent quality, and it actually looks the part as well. So anyway, there's a brand out now called Navigator. We've been trialing this stuff for ages. They got heaps of different options for little storage caddies and all this sort of stuff, right? So I'll walk around and show you what we've been using. I'll duck in here. Firstly, the kids have got these ones on the back of the chairs. What do you reckon, Shaz? She's spewing because she misses out. There's not one in the middle. But you just strap them on, they fit any chair, and then they keep their drink bottles, holds their iPad, put chips and stuff in there. And they've been really good, mate. So one either side. If we had a bigger car, it'd be a bit better. As the kids get older, they're going to struggle for leg room, but they're brilliant. They look the part, they're sturdy, quality gear. This one, I think you can attach these to the other one out here, right? But anyway, I've just hooked it onto my fridge. It holds the sunscreen, the torch, my bottle opener in here, which is bloody handy. And then also my stubby when I'm out here cooking and stuff. So that's a ripper. Inside we use, there's a handy little one for your microwave dish or your your plate, and there's also some collapsible hampers that we use for laundry, and you can run one for a bin outside as well. Around this side, now these are pretty cool. These are probably my favourite things because I use them the most. Are the utility buddies, they call them, but they hold your hoses, right? So this one here got my electrical leads in it, and then this one here I put my silage hose in. You zip them up like this, and then just pick them up, chuck them in your front boot. I do need another one though to hold my water hose, but the good thing about them is that they're sturdy, they're easy to use, and they hold it, you know what I mean? And they're not struggling wrapping your hoses and leads up all the time. They live in the front boot, pretty damn cool. And then last thing I suppose is this one up here. I hold a couple of pens, my credit cards and fuel cards, and it's pretty handy. You can clip anything on there. But yeah, there you go. It's called Navigator. They got some cool stuff like chairs and other camping stuff as well, tables and whatnot. And they've also got one we've used before at where was that? Ningaloo Station. You can buy these like kitchen buddies and stuff that actually hook into the sail track on your awnings, and you can clip them onto like the side of your vehicle awning and that as well. And they hold like all your barbecue tools, spice racks, all that sort of stuff. So anyway, handy bit of info for you. You can get them all now. We got them through ARB because they sell them all. You can jump online and check them out though. They've got heaps of cool stuff. So anyway, might help you out.
All right, come on, do it. Oh my god! Yeah! Oh my god, it's bleeding. Like, give me a look. Oh my god! That looks hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome, Jacko.
Come and show me quick. All right, so we're just put up at this free camp in Port Hedland, and Jack has lost his 4th tooth. Jack, is it number 4?
Yeah.
Come and show me now that it's all clean. Port Hedland, eh? Oh, you look awesome. Oh.
Hey, there is a 72-hour free camp here, right next to the footy oval and the turf club. You'll find it on Wiki Camps. It's called, I think it's called the free camp at the turf club. Anyway, it's just a massive dust bowl, but it's free and you can stay for 3 days. So heaps of people here. The caravan parks in town must be pissed at this, but anyway, it'd be good. We've got a few days here to sort a few things out, pick a few things up, then we'll head in towards Karratha. We'll show you what that's all about. Head into Tom Price and do a few of the gorges and walks around Karratha, but this will do. Awesome little skate park over here for the kids. Only a few minutes into town, about 10-15 back into South Hedland. So, managed to score ourselves this own little corner here and segregate ourselves off.
Oh, yeah.
What do you reckon? New clothes for you, Bill?
Yeah, we just got to the post office.
Not too bad for free, eh?
Oh, it's great.
How's this, mate? This is sunrise at the free camp, the Port Hedland Turf Club. Isn't it specky? Like, have you ever seen so many freaking caravans in a free camp? It's off its head, mate. Like, there is so many here. Every night it's just chockers. Every day it clears out a bit, and then in the arvo again. It is just hectic. Crazy. I tell ya, once you get up this way though, it doesn't seem to matter where you are. The sunrises and sunsets are just insane, eh? Like, just epic, man. 3 nights you can stay here, absolutely free. Pretty cool, hey? And if you spin around, I'm sitting on the roof of my car. You spin around here, there's the turf club over here, and then there's a dump point and a water fill point up there. And if you just drive down past the water tower or whatever that thing is, you get to the beach. So there you go, hot tip for Port Hedland. Don't bother going to the caravan park because you probably won't get in anyway. But if you want to get here though, make sure you get here around 10 in the morning. Otherwise you'll struggle to get a spot. Check this out, look at the size of these things,
Oh my
hey?
god, they're massive.
Far out, mate.
They're pretty close to be honest.
Yeah, I know. The channel's actually not that wide. And it's,
Yeah.
look at that, it's fair hooking in, but there's 1, 2, 3, and then another big tug on the other side. Costco shipping.
These
And look at
tugboat people on there, or Port
Oh,
Hedland,
on the
whatever,
money.
they are on a shit ton of money. And I'm looking and going, that's the easiest work. And they're probably on about 200 grand a year.
Pretty cool, but when you check it, can you see the different colours? See how the bottom half of the ship's like red and then blue? Goes in like that. When it comes out, you're probably lucky to see that red part of the bottom. It'll all be below the water because how much iron ore's in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the way.
Ah.
You can see how there's like meters on the sides. Yeah. See on the back here, there's like a level gauge, like a ladder. Yeah.
How do you even know that?
Oh, you know, it's common knowledge, isn't it?
Because he used to go.
It's not common to me.
I don't know. I don't actually know that, how I know that, but I do.
Daddy used to work in a coal mine.
Yeah. Pretty cool though, eh? Look at that. Imagine how strong that cable is. And you know, that cable on the back, it's actually like just a massive version of the plasma rope you've got on your vehicle car winch. Like if you've got a worn winch.
Oh.
It's not steel or anything, it's actually...
I didn't know that either.
I know. I'm a wealth of knowledge, aren't I?
Oh, you've got that much crap in your head. It's not funny.
Anyway, that's it. Pretty cool for the kids to check out. What do you reckon? Pretty big ships, eh?
And there's another big one over there.
Oh, there's heaps. There's crabs. We've been flipping rocks down here, looking at crabs.
Have you counted how many are out there?
And look how many oysters.
I know. Mate, probably not the best idea to wear bare feet because there's oysters everywhere. You look out the back, it's just like a ship's parking lot. There's you can see about 30 over there, and then on the other side, when you're driving down the beach, you can see about 30 down there. There must just be heaps of them, mate. There you go.
Awesome.
Good fishing though. If you lived in Port Hedland, like it's not too bad if you lived here, but you'd have to have a boat, seriously. Oh, there's not much
I'm
else
pretty
to
sure
do.
that's a requirement for every town you live in.
Yeah, true. Don't matter where I live, I need a boat.
Yeah. The port of Port Hedland.
Good one. Hey? Proud of you.
Selling it.
Hey? High five.
Thanks, John.
On the highway in Port Hedland, it's near Woolies and Coles. You'll see them when you get here because they bloody stand out. There's a couple of big old trains and some machinery from the, it's a bit of history from the mining around here, Mount Newman Mining Company. Anyway, you can walk around and climb up on all the old gear. Be careful because a lot of it's rusty and got holes in it and stuff, but the kids are frothing on it, eh? It's pretty cool that you're allowed to do it. A lot of other places that have it all fenced off, you know, because they're too, I don't know, too Nancy and worried about people hurting themselves, I suppose. But yeah, it's cool. Kids are frothing on it. So I'm going to tell you a few stats, and don't quote me on them because they're probably not exactly right, but every one of those ships that goes out of the port has $20 to $30 million of iron ore on it, so that's pretty crazy. I mean, mate that works on the tugs, he reckons it's something like 25% of Australia's economy or exports or something all comes out of Port Hedland, which is crazy. So like, the biggest thing they've got there, he works on the tugs. I said, why have they got 4 tugs on every ship? He said, because if they have a harbour blockage, if one of those ships runs aground, it's like massively affects Australia's economy and exports and stuff. So that's why there's so many tugs on it.
I didn't know
Crazy
that.
operation. I know.
Oh.
It's pretty clever, isn't it? Or pretty crazy. No,
Port Hedland is such a,
it's huge. Iron ore. And I suppose because if they're sending out that much of the stuff from here, exporting it, it's supplying the worldwide steel industry with so much steel. So anyway, pretty cool. Good town. Hey?
It's interesting.
Massive part of Australia's infrastructure and her economy. Port Hedland. Might be a dust bowl in the middle of nowhere, but it's got a good purpose. Righto, there you go. That brings us to the end of this episode. I had a really nice ending filmed on the beach about our trip along the coastline, but the bloody microphone didn't work. So anyway, we've had to do another one in here. Audio issues. We're still pretty amateur at all this game. So I hope you got some good tips out of that. Like we said, you can either shoot through and miss a lot, but these 2 towns, they're known as like the powerhouse of the Pilbara, Karratha, Port Hedland. Heaps to do. Just slow down, talk to the locals and go and explore. If you haven't seen our last episode from the Jump Up Track Karratha, mate, one of our primo campsites around the country.
Loved it.
And where's next, mate?
Karratha! Oh my god, probably one of our favourite national parks in the whole of Australia. It's so weird, I was just talking to my mum the other day and I said, oh, we're going to Karratha, and she's like, Karratha? I was just absolutely mind blown that she had no idea where Karratha was.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to hit some amazing free camps, sick water holes, fabulous hikes.
Yeah.
We're going in the back way from Port Hedland, and this one's going to be a ripper, so stay tuned.
It is, next episode. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed already, up here, mate, hit the subscribe button. And we're on Patreon now. You can support our travels and come along for the ride. Help us out with our next content creation. And also, give us a like, drop a comment, and we'll see you next time. Thanks,
Don't
Dave.
mind our crazy kids. Say bye.
See ya.
In my heart, a simple smile and then I know it.